Hi there. So this is going to be, I guess, the channel trailer, or well, whatever you want to call it. Kind of like a introduction to my channel. I haven't done one in quite a while, and I think my thinking has changed. So it's probably a good time to do this. Kind of lay down the, and not really ground rules if you want, or just what's the my underlying thinking motivation for this channel. So a thinking man. My intent, and hopefully it's, hopefully it doesn't come across as somehow arrogant or kind of snooty, or I'm better than you. Really, it's I think it describes where I'm coming from. It's just I think about stuff, and I want to articulate that to anyone that's interested in listening. For anyone who's sort of seen previous videos, you've probably seen a bunch of this, and I think it's going to be sort of even more so the case. I don't really, prepare for a video. I certainly do not. You can obviously tell I don't. I don't work from notes at all. Really the only preparation I would do is just thinking, thinking in the first bit of the hike that I do about what have I been thinking about, and how do I want to articulate that. But yeah, other than that, the intention, morning. The intention is no real preparation, and definitely no notes, because really what I want to share is what's actually up in here, what's actually down in there. What lives in there. What am I thinking about? What do I believe, rather than what do I think people want to hear, or what. I guess I don't want it to be a prepared statement, because I think as soon as you start sitting down and preparing, writing notes, that sort of thing, you start thinking about how it's going to sound, and what's my audience, how's my audience going to react to that, and so that starts to mold and kind of transform the message, and that's in normal kind of speaking and teaching. There's just hasten to say there's nothing wrong with that. I know a lot of fantastic people that prepare really well, and I have benefited from it and what have you. But that's not really, I guess. Second thing is, that's not the purpose of this channel. I am not. I'm not here to try and convince anyone, or coerce anyone over to my way of thinking. That's not the goal. Maybe people will. Some people will agree with some of the things I'm saying. Maybe some people will. Hopefully, some people will learn, new things, or have some new thoughts as a result of what I'm saying. But I guess but that's not my aim. That's not what I'm trying to do. That's not what I'm trying to achieve. Really, I guess if anything, I just want to share what I think, and the reasons behind that. The processes that got me there. And then you can do with that as you will. you know, maybe you think, oh heck, I hadn't thought of that, or maybe that's a new idea, or maybe you think, man, this dude's just full of shit, or oh man, he's totally wrong on that. He's missing the point here. Fine. That's all good. That gets you. Anything will get you sort of cogitating yourself, and mulling things over yourself, questioning what you're hearing. I think that's a good thing. And is that my aim? I guess, I don't know, maybe. If there's any sort of underlying thing I'm trying to achieve, maybe it's that, getting people to think some more. But I'm not even sure if that's, if that's my job, to get you to think. I'm just going to be here and share my thoughts. And there are, again, because of that, it's not my job to convince you. What you'll find is I'm not really going to quote sources at all. I'm not going to present to you my research or my findings. I may reference something I read or something I heard, but again, that's not the point. That's not the that's not really the approach I have. And just thinking about that, I think in this day and age, a lot of people would say that knowledge is power, or maybe even, and this is slightly different. I think a lot of people think that information is power. Morning. And honestly, I think that the only time when that is true is when you are the person controlling the information. I think for the average person, the only way that information is power is that it is power used against you by the people who are controlling the information. So, people think that because we have the internet, because we have the access to so much information, that makes us more powerful, makes us more intelligent, makes us more effective, and in a very, very narrow kind of range of situations, that may be true. As an engineer, it's handy to be able to look up specific information on specific things, but in the general case, no, I don't think that's true at all. I think the internet, I think search engines, the alphabet overlords, I think they actually make us dumber, more ignorant, less powerful, because the information, the control of the information, is used to influence us and control us to the betterment of the organization that's controlling that information. And I'm not going to go into a big conspiracy theory here. Maybe something I'll talk about at some point in one of my videos. It's something worth unpacking. But so if knowledge and information is not power, what is? And I think that wisdom, understanding, and I guess you can call that the thinking. That's the thinking that I talk about in Thinking Man, is being able to see the world around you and kind of analyze. Sounds sort of too technical, but I guess it sort of is that. Analyze, think about. I think that is where for the average person, for the individual, that is beyond any sort of spiritual power. That is where the power is. It is being able to understand, apply your wisdom to what is going on around you, because that is how you can filter the information that is being presented to you by the people who are in control of the information. Without that, I think if you are just dependent on the information that is served to you, then you are powerless. Whereas if you have your own basis of knowledge and wisdom and experience, you can look back on the history of your own life, and hopefully the history of the world in which we live. That just gives you incredibly valuable context to understand and grapple with the issues of the day, if you will. And so that's where I'm coming from. How do I view? Sometimes it'll be the issues of the day. Sometimes it's going to be something deeper. But I think moving ahead, I think in the past I've been a little leery of grappling with the issues of the day, because I don't want to be too controversial. But what the heck? There's really no point worrying about that at this point. Better just to I think take the muzzle off and talk about what talk about whatever it is I'm thinking about, and that may well be the issues of the day. So it'll probably be a little for anyone who saw my previous videos, most of which I deleted. What you'll find is these ones probably a little more unfiltered, and I personally think it's going to be a good thing. Some people may find that offensive. That's okay. That's fine. But I think it's better to I need to talk less warily, and maybe I'll be deplatformed. I mean, I think so far I've not needed to be deplatformed because I have such a tiny platform. But if I am, all these videos will be on both Rumble and YouTube. If you can't find me on one of them, you should be able to find me on the other. Okay, so I think that's I'll probably rambled on long enough for now for an intro. I look forward to speaking to you moving forward, and hopefully some of you will share your thinking with me, because I'm always interested in learning new things, but if don't just try and inundate me with information. Not interested. If you want to share your thinking with me, well, that's awesome. Morning. I'm all for that. Anyway, that's it from me. Morning. Signing off. Like, share, and subscribe, I guess, is the closing remark, and we'll see you in the next one.